Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Super Regionals presented by Capital One. It is an unseasonably hot Sunday night in the Pacific Northwest. Temperature soaring above 90 for this Game 3 winner-take-all Super Regional matchup between Florida State and Oregon State. The winner tonight will move on to the College World Series. Gage Harrelson to Kramer, and the one-strike pitch is topped to the right side. To his left, flag down. A.J. Singer, a short throw to first, and that's how Game 3 begins. Defensively for the Beavers behind. The Beavers this year, 46 wins. Lodis lines it to left, and that's a hit. And it takes a high bounce and skips past Gavin Turley to the wall. And Lodis will end up at second base. In the field aiding Alex Lodis. A single and an error, Lodis at second. Max Williams the hitter. And he hits one in the air to left. Going back on it is Turley. He's at the track. He looks up. Gone! Home run the other way. What a start for Florida State. 19th for Max Williams. And a two-spot on the board in the first.
The strike zone, 3 double plays last week. You see early on, fastball's a bit elevated, and good hitters Max Williams takes advantage of it. Early swinger, aggressive, drives it out deep to left center field. No doubter.
Two 2-0 Florida.
Been slow throughout this Super Regional. They're doing a nice job mixing it up. Fastball's elevated, soft down below the zone.
Hit sharply through the shift into right. And on a 3-0 pitch, Bailey with a sharp single.
Opportunity to go to Omaha, Nebraska, playing the College World Series.
The little things, mistakes could cost you. There goes Bailey running, swing and a miss. Throw to second base from Weber, not in time. And Miles Bailey with a steal. And there's 2 outs and a runner at second base for Florida State.
With a strikeout.
Kicks away from the catcher Weber as Bailey takes third. Wilson Weber couldn't find it.
Man, just a changeup has.
The pitch. Hit out toward left center. On the move, he'll get there and make the catch. Gavin Turley for Oregon State. But a Seminole strike. Max Williams, the early lead. For
These lefties are different. You got Vellini. Works in, works away, changes speeds. You got Arnold, big-time fastball. Mendez, big-time fastball as well.
Trent Caraway, and that drops in front of Chase Williams. And a start for Oregon State. A leadoff single for Trent Caraway. Brooks Wallace, who died at the age of 27 from leukemia. And a great honor, whoever wins the Brooks Wallace Award, and Arquette is a finalist. Checked his swing, on appeal, no. And it's ball 4, and the Beavers have. After the mound visit, Turley goes to the first pitch, lifts it to right, pushing toward the corner, and with room, making the catch, crossing into foul ground. Gage Harrelson tagging Trent Caraway, takes third.
On this Beaver squad.
9-game hitting streak for Weber. And he gets hit by a pitch, and they are loaded. Wilson Weber made absolutely no attempt to move.
He
was holding his
2 breaking balls up, not a good sign for Mendez.
Ground ball toward the middle. Scooped up Lodis on a flip to Farrow onto first, not in time. Beavers get a run as Caraway comes in on the fielder's choice, and it's 2-1 Florida State. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. 276 hitter Peterson shoots one into right to tie the game. Iva Arquette comes in, stopping at second. A.J. Singer and the Beavers respond with a pair and still hitting here in the home first. Singer at second, Peterson at first base. The pitch. Hit sharply through the left side and a hit. A.J. Singer rounding third. He will score. Hustling to third and diving in. Peterson Wilson gets there. And a clutch, 2-out RBI single, and Jacob Craig gives Oregon State the lead.
And Mendez sitting at 22 pitches.
Here comes. Swing and a drive. Way back there in left field. Cannon Reader, gone!
Dangerous offense once they get rolling. They're believing.
Swing and a high towering fly to left. Chase Williams takes a look. It is gone! Back to back! Touchdown Oregon State here in the first inning.
Back-to-back home runs. Here in the first inning, first a 3-run shot by Cannon Reader. Breaking ball up in the zone. Mistake, make you pay. And how about Carson McIntyre in the 9-hole? This is the 11th start of the season. Once again, up in the zone. Mistake. And they just make you pay, man. This Beaver offense, that's now 100 home runs on the season for the Beavers.
And the response from Oregon State after the 2-run homer by Max Williams at the top of the inning. The Beavers chase Wes Mendez. Still just 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the first. The Beavers numbers on the year. Full count pitch, and Caraway draws ball 4, and he's on for the second time in his first inning. And now Iva Arquette, who's already walked, will come up. Arquette swings in a towering fly. Chase Williams in left, backing up, right at the edge of the track, onto the track, and makes the catch. And the side is finally retired, but Oregon State scores 7. Mississippi State twice. Line drive to left and sinking, but a read on it. Good break in for Gavin Turley, who saw that one. One gone.
And a great read with that sun. Incredibly tough. A nice swing. Settle this young freshman in a ballgame.
High chopper near second base. Iva Arquette fields, throws, gets him at first. 2 outs, and the majority of the damage for Oregon State because of that injury for the rest of this season. Hits it well out to right. McIntyre back, looks up, and it is gone. Chase Williams, solo shot with 2 outs. And Florida State gets a run back at 7-3 Beavers. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out in the breaking ball. Second for James DeCrest.
Heck of a player.
Got under this one. Plenty of room out there in center for Max Williams. Drifting with it and out number 1. A regional final, game 7 on Monday. Weak tapper toward third, tough play. And that one stays fair. An infield dribbling hit for Wilson Weber. And on this surface, that ball's not going to roll foul. Who made the Big 12 tournament final. They beat St. Mary's, WCC tournament champ. Singer, this could be 2. Lodi snares it. Drew Farreau the turn, 2 double play. Nicely turned by the Seminoles. We're through 2 in game 3. Oregon State flexing their muscle.
Last week, this weekend, it is an unbelievable experience. And anyone that is here in the stadium any of these days, feels it and is so incredibly proud to be a part of this Beaver family.
Well, plenty more, but was roughed up by St. Mary's last Friday night of the region. And then came back in relief. Roller, this could be two. Arquette flips. Singer, two, double play.
Guy, they do their homework. This is where he hits the ball on the ground.
And he drives one out toward right center field and deep toward the other way. And it's off the wall. Played by Cannon Reeder, and Bailey hustling into second base. And Miles Bailey with a double with two down in the top of the third. Just missed. Ground ball comebacker, knocked down by Segura. Underhands. The Noles are gone in the third. Two hits, a runner left. Heading to the bottom of the third. 7-3 now at LSU.
Yeah, fantastic opportunity to come back. You see head coach Mitch Canham trying to follow up.
Popped up, Miles Bailey coming down from first, and he makes the catch moving toward the mound. Championships, West Coast, we're in Southern California, the Bay Area. As Craig draws a walk, Arizona and Arizona State have combined for 9. USC's won the most, they have 12. And it also kind of makes you scratch your head going, what's the best team that wins it? It's the team that's playing the best.
You got that right, it's the hot team.
And Cannon Reeder gets hit. Second Oregon State batter that's been hit. And there's two on with one out, and Carson McIntyre, the redshirt freshman, Peyton Manka. The pitch. Bounces, runners take off, picked up by West, throws to third, safe, diving in. Jacob Craig gets to third. And Joe Charles again, ready, here comes. And it's ball four, just missed. Went with that slider, and it was just off the outside with one out there loaded, and Trent Carraway back to the top of the order for
the Beavers.
Trent Carraway is singled and walked. And a drive, way back! Slam, Oregon State, Trent Carraway.
Five home runs in the regional.
Arquette, liner to center. And the hits just keep on coming for the Beavers. And speaking of hits, Trent Carraway got all of it.
Man, he's fired up. Back in that leadoff role, looking for a little spark. The Beavs 15-3 when he is in that leadoff role, looking for something up in the zone. Pitch one, aggressive hitter. Change up. Really good stuff. Walks are elevated. Got to be in the zone.
High drive to center. Back it up, Max Williams. At the track. Gone! Fourth home run for the Beavers. And they're putting it on Florida State. 13-3. Wilson Weber is singled and been hit by a pitch. Chris Kinnear and gets the swinging strike, and Weber is down, two gone. Back to the Turley blast.
Once again, elevation in the zone with two strikes. And you can't leave it there for Mr. Gavin Turley. 19 home runs on the season. Career home run leader, career RBI leader here in Oregon State. You think about all the great ones that has played here.
And it comes in. Tomahawk to right, playable over and in is Gage Harrelson. And he makes the grab, side retired. The Beavs send 9 to the plate. They score 6. Payoff pitch to Farrow. And a leadoff walk and a start for Florida State. Sam Houston State, a couple of years prior to LSU. got him. The bottom fell out of that one. Big in the postseason last year for Florida State. Had a huge game in Omaha against North Carolina. In the air to right, going over to the alleyway. Hands up there for Carson McIntyre. Back to first for Rowe, 2 outs, but West he goes to a super regional. Louisville upended them in game 3 earlier today, and Tanner Smith had a good season for the Canes. And Weber's been the everyday guy here at a liner. Back through the middle, speared by Arquette. And an infield hit for Williams at Florida State.
Runners will be in motion here. 3-2 count, 2 outs.
Chopped, charging. Caraway has no play, an infield hit. They're loaded for the Seminoles. Bounding ball, weakly hit for 10 this year with the bases full. Ground ball, Trent Caraway at third. Tries to tag the runner going by, and he missed him. And a run for Florida State as Caraway lunged at Chase Williams, but he's safe at third base. The 1-2, swing and a miss, struck him out. Up and out of the zone with a fastball. Florida State leaves them loaded. They get a run, 13-4 Oregon State.
Yes, it is, and he's had a fantastic season.
Tomahawked, deep to left. Williams back, gone. 5th home run for Oregon State. 14-4 Beavers. Third of the postseason for Tice Peterson. He had 2 the entire regular season.
Sure looks like it.
Tied up Jacob Craig, and he's down on strikes. 1 gone here in the 4th.
And Tice Peterson, just 2 home runs in the regular season. Now 3 home runs in the postseason. Up in the zone. A lot of swing and miss there throughout this series for the Beavs, and you have to just give them so much credit for their approach today. Florida State missing up in the zone consistently. The way to attack pitches up in the zone, you're thinking tomahawk. You're thinking about being on top, hitting the ball on the ground, and you get home run results from that. 5 home runs today.
Cannon Reeder, 3-run shot in the first, lays one down, out behind the plate. Jackson West gets him at first. In the first, a single to come right back, and a slam out of the top spot in the order in the 3rd inning for Caraway.
And to make that kind of move this late in the postseason and for your team to respond like this.
Strike 3 called, McIntyre is gone. So are the Beavers. They're ready to go.
2 hours too, just the 4th inning, the 5th inning.
Bailey draws a walk as Segura missed with a backdoor breaking ball. And for the 2nd consecutive inning, a leadoff walk for Florida State here. And then Mitch Canham and the rejoined Pac-12, which will have a different look in 26-27. That one goes to the backstop, and Bailey scoots up to second base. Washington State and Oregon State will be deep. We're waiting to see who that's going to be.
Yeah, they're building that thing back up nicely.
Fisher down on strikes. Come
not
back.
now, not now.
Please, we just need your help. And it's ball 4, and Thoreau draws a walk. And there's now 2 on for Florida State. And the Noles stringing together some good at-bats. 2 on, 1 out.
Lefties back behind them in West and Williams and Harrelson. Got the righty up here in Carnes. That's why Hutchinson's in this ball game.
Line drive center, and a base hit for Carnes. They're going to hold the runner Miles Bailey at 3rd. As Cannon Reeder fires it in. Line drive out to left center. Hustling over, and the catch made by Gavin Turley. Tagging, Miles Bailey scores, staying at 2nd is Thoreau. And a sac fly from West brings in a run. It's 14-5 Beavers.
Yeah, and a nice piece of hitting right there, but you will.
The pitch on the ground, into right, Chase Williams a base hit. They're going to hold the runner. Drew Thoreau at 3rd is charging it. Carson McIntyre rifles it in. And they're loaded again. Top of the order coming, and Gage Harrelson. The 1-2. Weekly hit, a bouncer. On a backhand top play. Crack to the bag. Close out is Harrelson. The pitcher Hutchison getting over at Florida State will challenge this, it looks like.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
But the other thing, Devin, if he runs through the bag,
it's faster.
Could be a different outcome.
Yes, it's definitely faster to run through the bag. This is going to be our best look right here.
On first base.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runner is safe. Florida State retains 2 challenges.
In the air to left. Gavin Turley drifting back onto the track. Backs up and makes the catch right in front of the wall. Just missed it. Alex Lodis hits one to the wall.
6 out of 12.
On the ground, cut off to his left. Cal Fisher slings it on to first. One away.
A lot of young arms last year in that Clemson Regional. Returned, stepped up big time this year.
Gets past the sliding Alex Lodis, and that skips into left for Iva Arquette with his second hit tonight.
It's those hot teams, right? When you think about Coastal Carolina, the run they made.
In the air to right, going back is Harrelson at the track, and he makes the catch halfway onto the warning track. Just falls shut.
It's just going to be off on the pitch.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Kinnear gets the punch out to Beeves. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5 in game 3. Heading to the 6th. Heart of the order for the Noles. 14-6 Beeves. Max Williams at first. Hutchison. And a ball hit in the air right and deep. This one's hit a ton. It is gone. Miles Bailey unloads his 19th home run, and it's 14-8 Oregon State.
The Noles, they just keep coming.
But he's homered now in 7 of the last 9. Backing up on it, A.J. Singer from the outfield grass throws out Fisher.
And you try it 3 times to Miles Bailey, a guy that just keeps getting better and better. Right off the bat, he knew it, trying to fire up his boys. Cutting into this Oregon State lead. Over the scoreboard, man, that's big time power. And a big shot for the Noles. Just trying to give as much length as he can. A lot of left-handed hitters in this Florida State lineup.
3-2. Swing and a miss, got him. In the 3rd, another in the 4th. Hunter Carnes past the diving first baseman Jacob Craig into right. And Carnes with a couple of hits. Tampa Bay.
Yeah, this is another nasty arm out of the bullpen.
Grounded to first, Jacob Craig beats West to the bag to retire the side. 2 more for Florida State on the long homer for Miles Bailey to come back.
Yes, he has. He's attacked the strike zone.
In the air, playable in left. Chase Williams waiting for it to come down. 1 out. He's been battling shin splints for a while. Reaching for it in the air, slicing toward the corner. A long run into foul ground and disappearing down there, but it looks like, yes, the catch was made by Gage Harrelson. For Chris Kinnear, he's thrown 45 pitches. Rather 46 and 47. A leaping catch at second. Drew Farreau robbing Craig of a hit. Timed his leap perfectly. Following in his older brother's footsteps and coming to Oregon State. Ball top to first. Jacob Craig fields a race to the bag, and Craig just does beat Chase Williams for out number 1. You don't want to give away free base running.
No, sir.
And it's strike 3 call. And Harrelson, frustrated, going back to the dugout.
There's Knowles.
Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up, A.J. Singer. And Oregon State has their first 1-2-3 inning. Turned in by a pitcher tonight. We're stretching in Corvallis to the bottom of the 7th. Hit on the ground on 1 hop. Taken by Miles Bailey for the out. And there's 1 away, so Prescott takes over for Chris Kinnear, who went 3 2/3 with 4. The redshirt freshman. And that's strike 3 in there from Prescott. And there's 2 gone here in the last of the 7th inning. Back to the top of the order in Caraway. And the lefty. The pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. Holtz doesn't realize it's strike 3. He just drops the ball, heads to the dugout. Our first scoreless inning of the night.
100 home runs on the season. You see, Florida State, they have been swinging the bat, stringing runs together.
1 bouncer backhanded at first. Jacob Craig, 1 pitch, 1 out. Max Williams retired. Off the end of the bat, comebacker. Played by Zach Kamatz. Interesting throw to first. It always baffles me. Pitchers, they can pinpoint a ball to the plate. That's what's officially listed. Last night, a stadium record, 44.08. Fisher, down swinging. Kamatz, 7 up, 7 down.
And obviously, as you can see tonight, ton of offense.
Ivor Arquette to center. Backing up, Max Williams has room. And he makes the catch. 1 gone. And the College World Series tickets that have already been punched. We mentioned the line drive, base hit. First hit since the 5th inning for Oregon State. And a sharp single from Turley.
Again in the ACC tournament.
On the ground to third, could be 2. Cal Fisher, the turn, Drew Farrow, double play. Florida State goes around the horn to retire the side, but wait a second, hang on. The Beavers are holding up the party. They may challenge this. To June.
Yes, exactly right. This is a loaded ball club.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Oregon State still has 2 challenges.
Ball over just. And this year, again, loaded up.
First pitch, bouncer to third. Cal Fisher charges, rifles it across to first, side retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We're going to the 9th. State athletics. The demise of the Pac-12. They're looking around and shooting one the other way, and Drew Farrow gives Florida State a start in the 9th. Opposite field single. Zach Kamatz. Ground ball left side and through. Base hit for Carnes. Farrow stops at second. Florida State just trying to get base runners. Segura, Hutchison, and now Kamatz. Ground ball to first, backing up. Jacob Craig takes it himself. 1 out. And a pinch hitter for Florida State. Ground ball to third. Trent Caraway fields near the bag. Skips it across to first. Out is the pinch hitter, Brody DeLamelier. Coming in to score is Farrow. Karn stays at second. It's 14-9 Beavers. And Keljo, the pitch. Line drive, past third, fair ball. And Harrelson keeps it going for Florida State. He's digging for 2. In to score for the Seminoles is Hunter Carnes, and it's 14-10, Oregon State. Full count, 2 down. Nelson Keljo trying to finish it off. Strike 3 called. The storybook season for Oregon State will continue. For the first time since 2018, the Beavers are headed to Omaha and the College World Series.